our doors in 1954, we have welcomed over 30 million guests. So today, Morgan and I were thinking that we might bring out a couple of the animals who make Grant's Farm such a wonderful place to visit.
That's right. The first animal that we're going to be bringing out has his meaning and his appearance described in his name. So we're going to be meeting Cornelius, our Kunekune pig. And Kunekune roughly translates to fat and round, but you will see why in just a moment. This guy is a huge domestic and docile breed of pig. These guys are often used as myriads. These guys are often companion animals and used as pets. So to show off how docile this guy is, I would love to bring on a young guest in the audience. Alright, we're going to come over here and we're going to meet Cornelius. When you get up to him, give him a big scratch anywhere. There's a lot of room to pick from, and he absolutely loves his attention. How does that fur feel to you? Soft? Is it hard? Oh, a little bit hard, but he likes it. That's true. This guy is very cute. So that hard, sort of thicker, coarse hair is pretty special to these guys. It helps keep them nice and cool in those hot summer months down in New Zealand where he's from. And it helps keep them nice and warm in those cold winters, which makes him absolutely perfect for our weather here in Missouri. As he walks around, you're going to see that he's got little things hanging off the side of his jaw. Those are called wattles, or if you are from New Zealand like he is, they're called piri-piri. There's no functional purpose for them, they are just super cute. And if Cornelius here ever has kids, he can pass those down to his children. He's also got an upturned snout, unlike most other pigs that snouts are downturned. That is because most other pigs will root around in the ground and try to find stuff buried in the dirt, whereas our Kunekune pigs here love to graze on grass. So their nose is upturned so they can see the grass moving here. The behavior that we are working on here with Cornelius is called targeting and stationing. So this teaches him to touch his nose to that tip of the ball there, and then he'll get a reward. It teaches him patience and to walk with us without a leash and a harness. He's at about 250 pounds right now, and he's only 8-year-old. So he's going to get up to 400 by the time he's done. As you can imagine, kind of hard to walk him on a leash. Looks like our training session came to an end. Let's give a round of applause for our volunteer and Cornelius.
Right. So, our next animals that we're going to be bringing out today have called Grant's Farm home since before we opened our doors to the public nearly 69 years ago. They actually helped contribute to the success of the Busch Garden theme parks in Tampa, Florida and Williamsburg, Virginia. Their loud vocalizations, bright colors, and their desire to learn makes them a favorite among our guests. Can anyone guess who I'm talking about? Yeah. The parrots are macaws.
Alright, I would like you guys to meet my friend Marley. Everyone say hi, Marley. Hi, Marley. So Marley here is a Green-Winged Macaw, which you can see why. He's got that nice, beautiful green stripe that goes across the back of those wings. These guys are found in the South American rainforest, which is why they all have a variety of different bright colors. Helps them blend into those beautiful trees and flowers down there. A lot of people think that these guys can talk. They cannot, they just mimic. So we can teach them to repeat words after us or say certain things in reward for a treat. So they don't just talk. They've also got this super long tail on them here, which is used for a lot of different purposes. One of which is to attract a mate, so the ladies see that nice beautiful tail. And the other is for flight. So without that tail, he would not be able to fly around mid-air, take off, or even land and perch.
So, while Marley's tail is very pretty, there is another feature of macaws that is pretty impressive, and that is their beak. So these guys use their beak for climbing, grooming, eating, and holding on to them. He's going to do some dances. He's going to spotlight. So, what Morgan is going to do is she's going to get a nut, and he's going to go in that cup there, and then Marvin's going to pull it up with his beak. So, nuts and seeds are very important for the diet of macaws, and while a lot of the nuts that these guys eat, people would have to use a nutcracker or some sort of tool to open. These guys can use their beaks as that tool to scoop out the tasty inside. Good job, Marley. Let's give him a round of applause.
Alright, the next animal that we're going to be bringing out, who is making a daring escape for the stage. She is who you think of when we say Grant's Farm. So she has strong, exceptional hooves that she can use to climb rocks, trees, and even mountains. I'm sure you've already seen her, so you're gonna know, but go ahead and shout out and guess who's coming out next. Goats! That's right, we're gonna meet our superstar Floop here. Floop is our Nigerian dwarf goat. There she is. Which is one of the smallest breeds of goats out there. She has a lot of very cool adaptations that make her the wonderful goat that she is, or the greatest of all time. One of those features is she's got toes. So rather than a straight one big horse hoof like horses and cows, she's got two separate ones that she can wiggle back and forth, and that helps her climb on difficult objects like those trees and mountains. She's also got nice rough pads on the bottoms of those toes, which again helps her grab onto harder terrain. If you get close to any of our goats, you may want to look at those eyeballs because they got pretty cool pupils. They are rectangular, not just freaky looking. They also help them see 320 to 340 degrees around them. So while her head is down in the grass grazing and eating, she can keep an eye on herself and all of her friends and make sure everybody's having a good time. The only downside to those pupils is that she cannot look straight up at that beautiful sun and sky. She would have to turn her entire head 90 degrees and basically be picked up to see the sun. But they are still pretty useful. You can see right here why Floop has her name. She's got that amazing birthmark on her side, a big white F. As soon as we saw that, we knew she was born to be a star. She has spent 3 years with us here at Grant's Farm, and she is so wonderful. She gave us a gift of 3 babies this year. So she had 2 boys and 1 girl, triplets. It didn't go up in our baby bottle lot and feed some of our baby goats. You may be feeding one of Floop's babies. Let's go ahead and give her a round of applause for doing such an amazing job.
All right. So, we already talked about our macaws and their beautiful tail feathers and their impressive beaks, but there is one more feature of these birds that makes them so remarkable. Morgan, to show that off, I think we should bring down a young guest.
I absolutely agree. And we may be using a nut for this portion, so given that allergy, just keep it in mind. Our friend Indigo.
Hi! So this is Indigo. He's one of our macaws that we have here. Do you see anything different about him than some of our other macaws on stage? Yep, he is pretty much all one color. He's just got that deep blue, and then he's got some yellow around his eyes and his teeth. And he's got some black in his tail. Can you see his feet? Yep. He's got those 2 big black feet, with 2 toes facing forward and 2 toes facing backward. So that helps him hold on to things. Yeah. So to get a better look at his feet, I'm gonna walk him over here to those rope doors. He's very excited. Yeah, we're gonna climb. So this rope course works as a form of exercise for Indigo. It also lets us get a good look at his feet. We can check and make sure he doesn't have any cuts, scrapes, or nails that need a trim. Did you see any of those things? Yeah? What'd you see? Yeah, he is blind. He's very fast today. So since he did such a good job, he's very excited because he knows that you're going to give him a treat. He's really excited. Indy.
Liar, bud.
He's not used. We're giving them melons today. Normally it's peanuts or nuts, and he's not really sure what he's doing. So we're gonna try a nut instead since he seems uncooperative. What are you doing, you silly bluebird? I know. Yeah. There we go. All right. Good job. Let's give him a round of applause since he did a good job.
Our little volunteers here did absolutely amazing. It takes a very brave person to come feed our macaws. Like we mentioned, they are the largest parrot species in the world, so they are huge and they have super strong beaks, so these girls did wonderful. All right. Here at Grant's Farm, we are home to the Busch family estate, and we have been since 1903. This is a very long time. It's about 120 years. That is a huge milestone, and we are very happy to share that with you all today.
Yep, this year we have even greater variety of tours, guest experiences, and ways for you to meet our animal friends you can book on the Grant's Farm website. We would also love to see you guys back sometime later our season to see our show as it progresses.
That's right, every year we bring in a new staff and we each get to meet our animals and start teaching them new behaviors and forming relationships and bonds. So it can take a little bit of time. So as the season progresses, we start teaching our different animals different behaviors. So if you come back in a couple weeks on a weekend and come see us, we may have completely different animals out here. So we hope we see you guys again sometime. And for right now, thank you for spending your weekend with us here at Grant's Farm.